Hey, thank you very much for clicking on this video to see a reaction from Dimash, another song that we get to dive into. And I was kind of looking around a little bit for some Dimash songs on YouTube, and I came across this one, had quite a few views. And so the song is called Samaltau, and I won't pretend to know that I know how to pronounce some of these words, but it looks like from the very beginning captioning here, it's Samal Mountain. So perhaps that's what we're talking about here. But I see all the deers out there in the audience, and just looking forward to seeing what we've got next. So I have put in some requests for some consideration of some of the copyright bans that I've had, and thankfully I've had a couple of overturned, so that was kind of neat. I have put in a request to overturn the restriction on Dimash's song "Stranger." I'm hoping that they're going to accept that one. They have 30 days, so that one might be down the road unless they do reaffirm their strike. Then it'll never be released. But I'm hoping for that one to come out here soon as well. So without any further ado, come on guys, let's get going. Let's get this going. Here we go. Oh, it sounds like an animal. This instrument he's playing, I'd asked before what this is, and haven't gotten any comments on it yet, but I see some of those things on the inside of the cavity of the instrument that are kind of dangling there, and whether they be charms or serve any purpose for the actual instrument. I kind of like to learn more about that. I might just Google it and do some more research on the instrument itself. But if you see what I'm talking about, just below his left hand, above the bow, you've got that area there where those items are hanging. Maybe it's of religious nature. Maybe it's just you know, something that actually complements the actual sound of the instrument. I'm just kind of curious about that kind of stuff. The gentleman there on the left, I mean, it's interesting sound. Awesome! That is awesome! Those charms in there or something must serve a purpose. What a beautiful sounding instrument. I love the backdrop too. The stage presence is always everything with Dimash, and it's always very cool.
Samaltau.
Okay, Samal Mountain is what it means. That's the background there. A homeland song. Oh, that's cool. Curious what all this is. Wow, so the words are really captivating right now, and what's even more so is his interpretation of what he's singing and what he's singing about, and you can hear the depths of his connection with what he's singing here is really quite touching, especially when you're dealing with talking about your homeland and that sort of thing. But let me just back up just a moment here. Forced by the will of fate, forced out to travel the distant lands.
Samaltau kayran elem artta kaldı. Adastan ürüsünden aynan biz bir ay.
That's so poetic.
Geçişim paredo, şaslı kelgin karedo, osno mendes aldarığa, onaltının saredo.
Okay, clearly it wasn't written by him. I was convinced that he was kind of talking about his own story of his life. Now that I get this pause for a moment, let's just take a second to kind of breathe in some of the visuals we have here. I'm always so very impressed by his sets, choreography, everything he's got, the musicians there in the front, playing such a mesmerizing, hypnotic kind of instruments there is really kind of cool, and it's kind of neat the way he came down those steps, kind of like down the water. That the steps kind of segue really kind of nicely with the rest of the river that kind of falls in the background with the moonlit sky and the lamps in the sky there. Such a beautiful atmosphere that he's producing this song within. It's really quite beautiful. Let's just back up just a little bit. So it clearly can't be 1916 unless he's showing his ears well. I don't think so. I think he's speaking of somebody else's story here. It's almost like a chant, a beautiful chant. Listen to his control of his notes that he's singing here. I don't know if I got the chills head to toe right now. I am so in love with what he can do vocally. Wow, man. And it's funny, and I'd mentioned in one of my earlier songs of Dimash, I showed my mom the song SOS, and she goes, "Oh, I know him." I go, "You did? I'd never heard of him before, SOS." And then now that this is several songs later that I've reviewed from him, I want to dive in and just start listening on my own and just start listening to song after song. But I've kind of made a promise to myself that I'm going to just, as I'm continuing to find enjoyment in doing these reaction videos, I'm going to continue to share these reactions with you guys. So anyways, enough of my rambling on. Let's go back and just continue on. Here's what happened in 1916. We'll find out in a minute. After this beautiful run of vocals. Consistent too. Golly, man! Can he ever sing? I mean, you need a long note song or some power behind a singer. Golly. I want to hear that vocal again.
Samaltau kayran yerim şaltır gülüm ne bolar saldat bollab aynam körgün günüm ay.
It's almost sacred, you know. It's almost like, wow, the love of your homeland, your motherland, you know, and all the things ahead of you in life that sometimes fate will bring you to have to do, to maybe leave home, to leave your motherland back, and just look back on it fondly with such desire to be back. And I'm going to do some more research on the meanings of this song. I'd like to dig more into it to find out some of the backstory on it. If some of you want to step up, I'll just gladly listen to what some of you might have to say about this incredible artist. Incredible. That I found this one so enjoyable. These two gentlemen here that we see on stage, the musicians, their incredible attire that they're dressed in. Very formal, traditional clothing, and you can tell how immensely not proud, but how seriously they take their musical abilities, just like Dimash does. What a great pairing of these folks coming together to do this, and such a beautiful performance, beautiful instrument. I'd love to learn more about that instrument. I do play guitar and stuff like that, so seeing that, it doesn't look like it really serves much of a musical purpose. Those items in the guitar in this instrument that he has here, but it would be kind of cool to know more about that. And of course, the gentleman to his left, a lot of the different instrumentations he has here. He's got the drum and other instruments he was kind of manipulating with during the music as well. It just it lends to that very Eastern kind of vibe of the song, and such pride in your homeland. I love that. Wherever your home is, you know, whether it be me in America, China, Russia, you know, you have that attachment to home. So it's beautiful, a beautiful song. So thank you very much. That was a good one. Thank you very much for watching. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this next week and see what we can do as far as more Aurora and Angelina, and we will go from there. Thank you. Take care. We'll see you.